going on, guys? Peter J. Cruz here. Welcome back. I'm here at Templegate Studios working on the Atlantis Suite and working on Anger of the Gods. Put down some bass tracks late last night, and I'm going to give them a good listen this morning. I got to run out for some errands here in just a little bit, so I just wanted to go ahead and get that while it was still fresh on the mind. Listen to them real quick. I'm hoping to go ahead and actually what I had been doing workflow wise was I was actually did all the drums for all the songs. Then I was going to go ahead and do the bass for all the songs. I was going to do the rhythm guitars, the left and right, blah blah blah, and then go through and do the leads, the harmonies, whatever, and then go ahead and mix whatever. So, but what I had decided back some time ago now was I was actually going to do one song and release it ahead of time. So I'm going to go ahead and do Anger of the Gods. So now that I've already got all the drums done for all the songs, I'm going to go ahead and do Anger of the Gods, beginning to end, mix it, master it, whatever, and get it up on CD Baby, iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, whatever. Put it all out there. While that's out there, then I'll go ahead and I'll finish tracking everything else. So at least I'll have something out there. Plus, it also helped me iron out any wrinkles in the whole process of getting the stuff out to the to the interwebs, as they call it. So anyway, so working on that. I got the Tone Kings project also coming up. I'll be looking at his stuff, and regarding that, what Tone King and I had actually talked about what we had planned to do with the project, and I've actually got to go ahead and finish laying out his rhythm tracks, organize them or whatever, because I guess he sent me 3 rhythm tracks or whatever, so I'm going to sort them out, layer them out and everything else. And I'm actually going to go ahead and send the track back to him once I've done that, so he can go ahead and put the bass guitar down. He's going to do his vocals on it also, and somewhere along the way I'm going to put it, he wants me to do the guitar solo for it. So that's really, really exciting. I'm really excited for that. That's going to be a tough one. That's going to be a real tough one. But anyway, so that's what I've got going on. I've also been toying with Google Hangouts on air about I guess a week and a half ago. Yeah, not this past Monday, but the Monday before. I was going to be a guest on a show on Google Hangouts on air. Come to find out, my setup was not, shall we say, dialed in for such an event. Apparently, my audio was maybe too advanced or not advanced enough, or I don't know how you figure that out, for that type of a situation. Google's looking for particular audio configurations or whatever, which I don't have because I'm running my audio hardware, my Focusrite Sapphire Pro 40 is running ASIO drivers and Windows, and while I can get system sounds and whatnot from it, if I'm listening to YouTube or whatever, I'll be able to listen to it through that. But apparently, as far as Google Hangouts is concerned, they're looking for a particular mic input and a particular speaker output, blah blah blah, and since my inputs and outputs on there are not designated as such, it's just in out, digital in, digital out, whatever. I guess it confuses Windows, or doesn't confuse Windows, but Windows doesn't know how to tell Google, well, this is actually a mic input. So I've actually got to run a second PC. And this is the conclusion I've come to, and I plan on I've got a Hangout, private Hangout. Well, not private; it's public. So if you see this video in time before I actually get it out there, stop on by, say hello. I'm not going to really do a whole lot. I'm just going to go and make sure everyone can hear me. I'll strum a few chords on the guitar, make sure it's going out okay, make sure people can hear me when I talk. Essentially, I've got my room mic set up, which I use for most of my YouTube videos, tutorials, that sort of thing. And it routes through my Sapphire Pro 40, and then it actually goes straight out to the headphone output, second headphone output here on the front. And then I've got that headphone output mixed with the regular sound output or whatever from like Sonar or Windows or whatever, coming all routed through that second headphone output. And then I've got that going into a cable that goes into a laptop that I have set up I have my webcam plugged into, and I've got the audio from the Sapphire Pro 40 routed out that way. I ran into some feedback issues when I was doing some testing. Come to find out, I'm going to have to run 2 sets of headphones. One for when I'm actually like conversing or speaking or whatever on the Hangout thing. And then I've got to put those headphones away and pick up like my studio headphones, which are plugged into my other headphone output on the front of the Sapphire, for listening to whatever I'll be playing, if I'm going to be playing live like on the Hangout. And the reason for that is there's a major latency lag coming if I'm listening to everything through the Hangout. Talking and speech-wise, if it's not an issue for conversing, that type of thing, there's maybe a delay of like a half a second or something, not detrimental to the progress of the event. But if I'm playing, you can't. It's really difficult to try to play in time to music that's like a half a second late or early or whichever. I mean, think about it. You're sort of like playing in a vacuum and a half a second time difference. It's really, really bizarre. So it's really, really tricky. So I've come to the conclusion that since I can listen off the direct monitoring on the first headphone output, I can listen to everything I'm playing that way. And that one doesn't actually record the room mic. So I've actually got the room mic turned off, and I'll actually mute it altogether so you don't hear me strumming away on the guitar or the amp in the room or whatever. It won't blare out and distort the room mic. So I'll do that, and then this way you'll be able to hear the music uninterrupted or unaffected or whatever. Anyway, so that's that. So I've been working on that as well, because I've actually got some plans if I get this thing all sorted out, technology-wise or setup-wise or whatever. I've got my upcoming interview with the Pawn Boys show this coming Monday, the 24th. It's going to be 10 Mountain Time. I know it's 11 Central, so just figured the math out what time it'll be. It'll be on my, you'll be able to connect through it to my Google Plus page most likely. And they're going to talk to me about the upcoming CD, guitars, all kind of cool things about music or whatever. So definitely tune in for that. Rock on, guys. And things go well with setup-wise and logistics and all that other stuff. I'm probably going to start doing some live events here on Google Plus as well. Well, Google Plus, YouTube, whatever. In fact, I'm even thinking about, drumroll please, actually doing, since I'm running off another computer and using a spare output on the front of the Sapphire Pro 40, there's no system resource overhang. So, thinking, if this all works out okay, I'm actually going to do live Hangouts where I might just, while I'm in studio recording, let it roll. And this way you'll be able to, I probably won't be paying attention to who's in the chat room or who's in there watching or whatever. So you'll basically literally be a fly on the wall watching me as I'm, tracking or mixing or whatever. So I'll probably just like set it up, let it run, and just do about my business. So you might see me pick my nose or whatever. So hopefully like lay down some good tracks. But in any case, that's what I've got going on today, guys. It's all. So hopefully I hope to have Anger of the Gods, which is going to be the first song I'm going to release from the Atlantis Suite. Hope to have that released by early to mid-April. You'll be able to find that online, and I'll have a video. Won't be a lyric video because there won't be no lyrics, but there'll be a video like soundtrack type deal or whatever here on my YouTube channel. And while I work on the rest of the CD and get that finished out and have that out for May. So that's all I got for today, guys. Thanks again for stopping by. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Let me try that again. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And cool. Rock on, guys. Thanks a bunch. I'll get back to work. I'll catch you later.